Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm out here right now and got like 10 minutes to record this quick. Um, yeah, my neighbor's house is coming along pretty good. I don't know if you can see it. Got all the lights going. See that? Yeah, it actually looks pretty decent. Um, can't wait for them to finish the rest of what they're planning on doing with it. You know, um, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get that Magic game going. I'm gonna need to put forth a little more time and effort into preparing that, and I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it a lot, especially when it's all said and done. Um, it's it's gonna look good. I think it's gonna play pretty decent too. But part of putting a deck together is balancing it out, what you're looking for to do, and what your main plan, main focus is. Um, it's pretty amazing. It really is. You just basically got to put forth a lot of time and effort into it, uh, and you got to plan things out, plan it out. Um, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Um, I've got a couple more directions I was thinking of going with it. Uh, I don't even have a planeswalker in that deck yet, but I know a planeswalker I want to put in that deck. It's a white black one. Uh, I think he'll actually fit in there pretty good. Another thing too is I wanted to put another creature in that deck that's not in there yet, and I think he'll be a good creature, a good addition for it, because it's a vampire also. And basically, that's what the whole idea behind that deck's going to be is vampires. So, um, anytime you're putting together a deck like that of that kind of magnitude, you got to give it a lot of time, a lot of thought, and trial and error. You know, you try something, and if it works, great. If it don't, well, then you refine it. Um, and that's kind of what you need to be doing when putting stuff together. Uh, I could throw a deck together in 15, 20 minutes easy. But to get it to play decent, to give it the opportunity to be a good playing deck, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, some planning. Uh, you know, it's worth it in the long run, especially when you can sit there and you can go, hey, I put this together, and it wins a lot of games. Um, and then you look at it and you go, okay, well, how can I make it play even better? Better yet. Um, our lives are really a lot like the game. Um, it's kind of funny how people try to get away from life by uh, watching movies, or they get try to get away from life by playing video games and things like that. Even though, or even board games or anything. You know, it's funny. They got a board game named Life. They got a video game named Life. Uh, a board game named Monopoly. You know, as if we don't deal with money and everything else throughout our whole life. Yeah. And those of us that drive, but yet they got race car games. You know, it's or like you and I, we all walk around living our life normal, but yet they got a video game called Sims, which is literally like life. Um, you know, movies are the same way. It's art imitating life, or life imitating art, depending on who you talk to. Uh, it's really amusing. A lot of similarities. Like I don't like violence. I really don't. I don't care much for violence, but video games are just jam-packed full of it. But they don't call it violence, they call it action. Action. It's violence, dude. I don't care what you call it. It is what it is. But, but it's cartoon. Yeah, and so what? It's still violent. It's like Transformers are violent, They call it action. Uh, because a lot of people don't realize the magnitude of everything. um and don't get me wrong, in a movie I don't mind watching it. Cinematic stuff, I don't mind it. But I've been around fights, I've been around gunfights, I've been around all kinds of violent stuff. The real stuff is not fun. It's really not. Watching it on TV or in a movie or in a video game's one thing, but real life stuff, I tell you, fiction versus reality. It's amazing. That's why when they play cards, there's no action to it really. It's like, I'm gonna do this. What are you gonna do? Oh, okay. Well, then that stops this, or that has this effect. You know, Board games. Sorry, oops, I knocked your piece back to the beginning. You know, or I made you go back 10 spots. It's you know drama in movies. My life's so chaotic as it is. Here it is, after 11, almost 12 o'clock, and I gotta get up early. You know, my life's pretty busy. Busy from the time I get up, pretty much till the time I go to bed. Uh, it's nice to have the opportunity to record my life and share it with people. Um, my little bits of wisdom, and they are just little bits. I mean, I don't have a ton of wisdom, but I know what I know, and I know it works because I use it. I utilize it. So, long story short, tomorrow starts a new day. At least another video, if not two. I'm going to try to get a run through going in Magic for you guys tomorrow. And so you can tell if your deck's good or not. And, we can go from there. I think we'll look at a variety of things tomorrow with Magic the Gathering and my vampire deck, and you know, um, refine it, because I think anything worth doing takes time, and I know literally 100% that every one of you feel the same way. Anything worth doing definitely takes time, and if you only do it halfway, then really it's only halfway done. Even if it's done, it's still only halfway done, because you could have done better. You know, taking pride. I used to love that. Taking pride in what you do. Uh, that's just, is not a biblical term in the way it's worded, but the heart behind it is. Um, Mainly because of the word pride. Pride's not pride's not a good word uh, in that aspect. When it comes putting, taking pride in what you do, um, that word in itself is a very harmful word. You should definitely take care and concern in everything you do. You should pay attention to every detail as much as you can. Don't take it too serious, but still pay attention to it. Be concerned. Like with my videos, Not so many people are watching them. But it is what it is. Um, I'm going to continue to do this till the day I die. Or I come up with a better solution. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and happy end of the day. Later.